Hello and welcome to the Phillips Film Baby Journey. I am Requill and today I am 20 weeks preggers. Yes, that means I am halfway to the point where I get to push this baby on out, which is what this video is about. It's about my birth plan. But before I get into that, I have to let you know that this is a collaboration video. Yes, so you don't just get one birth plan story today, you get two. So after you watch this video, like it, drop your comments, and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you go over to my girl Brittany Jade's channel and subscribe. You are going to love it. She is another fellow YouTube mama. She's a newlywed. Her and her husband Taylor have only been married for less than 6 months. They just bought a new house in the northern Seattle suburbs, and she is a newly pregnant woman, only 11 weeks, so you can follow her journey as well. Alright, her link is going to be in the comments below, so check it out. My symptoms for this week. Baby brain has hit hardcore, y'all. Hardcore. I'm forgetting everything. Last Monday, I drove 35 minutes to work so I can get there early and beat rush hour traffic. Get there, realize my laptop is at home. So instead of having to drive back against traffic, which would have probably took me about a good 50 minutes, I called my husband and asked if he can bring my laptop, and he was a lifesaver and he was able to bring it, so I didn't have to be tortured going back home and then driving back to work. On Wednesday, I could have swore that I had my lunch already at work in the freezer. Lunchtime came, opened the freezer, nothing. So I was a very hungry and cranky pregnant woman that day. Luckily, it was only about 2.5 hours before I was going home, and I had tons of snacks at work, so I made it. But as soon as I got off of work, I had to hit up the Wendy's drive-thru to get a baked potato. On Friday, I only had one major errand I needed to run. I needed to drop my heels off to have the taps repaired on the hill. I went to the doctor, I went shopping. I get home, look in the back seat, shoes still back there. So baby brain is definitely real because I'm forgetting all type of stuff. I am also experiencing itchy skin. I can't say dry skin because baby, I moisturize heavily. When I say I moisturize heavily, I put on 6 different moisturizers each and every day. Let's go through them really quick here. Okay, first off, we have some lotion called Mustela. It's supposed to be a soothing moisturizer. I got this from my girl Kat. She's into the whole natural remedies. This probably came from Whole Foods or something along those lines. This kind of helps with itching. So I put this on my stomach and my breast primarily because those are the places that itch the most. I got this lotion here in my bump box subscription. So you can check that out and see what else I got. I put this on my legs, on my thighs and my butt because it's a firming lotion. And I'm starting to get a little bit of cellulite, so we gotta nip that in the bud. Then we have some shea butter, which is absolutely amazing. It smells like warm vanilla sugar. I got this from a local vendor at the Dallas Farmers Market. I wish I could tell you the name of the company, but baby, their logo written so small on there. So small, I can't even read it, so I can't tell you. But the shea butter is whipped, so it's not clumpy. It goes on easily. I put that on my belly as well, also on my feet, because a little goes a long way, and it keeps you ultra moisturized and keeps you from being ashy. Absolutely love this product. Then I have a massage oil for stretch marks that I ordered off of Amazon, which is also absolutely amazing. I like how it smells, saturates very well, and hopefully gonna keep these stretch marks away. But we still not done yet. So this is some coconut oil. It's unrefined cold pressed virgin oil. Some people use this to cook. I use this to moisturize, okay? This goes on my arms, my legs, my back, my feet. I just spread this all over. But to top it all off, we put on some cocoa shea oil from Bath and Body Works because I like how it smells, and it just kind of gets everything blended in well together. So It's not an issue that I'm not moisturized, because as you can see, I'm moisturized. It's just my skin is stretching because I'm getting bigger and it's itching. Total, since I've been pregnant, I've gained 17 pounds. When I went to the doctor's yesterday, I gained 3 pounds since the last appointment, so only 3 pounds in the last month. But we in the 190s now, so I'm afraid to see how much bigger I'm going to get, but it's going to all be worth it. And after I drop this baby, I'm going to snap it back. Alright, but what y'all really came here for is this birthing plan. Y'all want to know if I'm going to have this baby naturally or if I'm going to get drugged. To help me make my decision, I called my mother so I can get my birth story to see what happened when she had me as far as pain level, any complications. Because even though I'm 36, I've never asked that question to my mother. I really didn't have the details of how I got here. She wasn't one to really kind of share it and tell the story so much. But she was at my grandparents' house when she started having contractions. My grandfather and my grandmother took her to the hospital. While my grandfather was parking the car, my grandmother went to the hospital with my mother. As soon as my mother got in there, they got her an epidural, got her in the back, and while my grandmother was scrubbing in, she had me that quick. So it was only her, the doctors, and the nurses in the room when I came. Her water did not break. It broke when she was actually pushing me out. So I came out in a splash of water. She felt absolutely no pain, and my grandmother was quite jealous because the whole time my granny was telling her how painful childbirth was going to be because she'd had 4 kids, and I'm assuming she didn't have no medication with them, and one of those children were breech. But my mother said she felt absolutely nothing, and my grandmother told her she was crazy. So hearing that story helped me make some of my decisions with my birth plan. To help me make my birth plan, I use a website called mybirthplan.com because as a first-time mother, it's a lot that I do not know, and I found it very helpful to use this website. So to start off with, I want to have a vaginal delivery. I prefer not to have a C-section so that I don't have to have that scar or the additional recovery time. And there were some options I didn't even know were options in the whole process. During a vaginal birth, I can have them put a mirror down there so I can see as the baby's coming out. I can actually even touch down there on the top of her head while she's coming out, as well as have, you know, the nursing staff give me pushing coaching. I chose to have the mirror put down there because I think it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, it'll probably also be a little gross, but I have seen a live birth before, so I know what I'm going to see for the most part, and I think it'd be kind of beautiful to witness it from that side versus just the pushing side. The only person that I want in the delivery room with me is my husband, which I mentioned on our Q&A video last week. So if you have not watched that yet, make sure you go ahead and check that out. Lots of fun stuff on there. And in the delivery room, I just thought it would just be basic stuff. I know that there's going to be nurses, doctors, couches, TV, but I also have the option to have a birthing ball. I can bring my own music, and they've have a thing on here for me to give permission for photos to be taken. So if somebody was there outside my husband, they could take them. Since my husband's going to be the only person there, he is in charge of recording that birth story because it will be a video as well as taking photos. So I do want to have a labor and delivery playlist. So if you have any recommendations for songs, go ahead and drop them below. I want stuff that's going to make me feel strong and powerful and that I got this. To manage my labor discomfort. Now this is the real question here. Do I want natural techniques, an epidural, IV medications, or don't even offer me any pain medicine at all? I have chosen to get the epidural, people. Why experience pain when I don't have to? I know it's going to be some people that say, oh, there's going to be this type of side effects and those type of side effects. But there's a small percentage that those will actually be side effects that happen to me. The vast majority of women, over 70% in the United States, use epidurals to deliver their children. more power to any woman who has given birth naturally. I applaud you. But I know my child is not going to give me no badge of honor because I had her naturally. She's not going to care. She just want to make sure she get into this world safe. And that's all I'm trying to do, is make sure she gets here safely and pain-free in my case. But I do think it's important still to learn some natural birthing techniques just for when they're putting in that epidural. I watched the video the other day, and she said she used her hypnobirthing techniques to kind of get through the whole epidural installation in her spine, so she didn't feel anything during that. So I'm trying to avoid all the pain that I can. I'm open to everything that gets rid of the pain. Then there were some things I absolutely knew nothing about. I was like, what is that? If my cervix needed ripening, they have some options for medications. And I had to do some research because, once again, as a first-time mom, it's a lot that I don't know. In the video that I watched about somebody else's birthing plan, well, actually birth story, they had a balloon catheter inserted in their vagina, which essentially the balloon was blown up so that it can act as though it was the baby's head, to kind of trick the body into thinking that the baby's head needed to come out. And she said it was extremely painful. So I was like, cross that off the list. We do not want the balloon catheter. Another option was some pill that is not FDA approved. Why are y'all offering me stuff that's not FDA approved? That's a no as well. And then there was a cervical ripening vaginal insert, and then another in a gel. So either one of those will work for me. They seem non-invasive. I don't know if they're going to burn or what, but they're both FDA approved, and they both seem like a pain-free alternative to help soften my cervix so that the baby would come on out. In case of interventions such as vacuums, forceps, or episiotomies, what requests can I make? Alright, let me start off by saying I didn't even know what an episiotomy was. I literally had to Google it, and I found out it was putting a cut in my vagina. I was like, oh, no thank you. I do not want to be cut. I would rather tear, because if you cut me and it was unnecessary, that means I have a cut in stitches that I didn't need. So I'm not with that. As far as the forceps and vacuums go, not really for those either. The forceps are kind of those salad spoons that they can use to pull the baby out. I read that if they're used incorrectly, it can cause some facial injuries, possible brain damage. I'm sure my doctor know what they're doing with them, but once again, do you want to be pulled out of somebody's vagina with some salad tongs? Probably not. And I'm not a fan of the vacuum either, because my sister used it on my nephew, and that little boy had a cone head for a couple days. And I want my baby to be cute. So if possible, I don't want any of those things to happen. And I do not have a doula or a midwife, a doula or a midwife. But I believe that I am competent enough to fight for myself in the labor and delivery room, and my husband will know what it is that I want. So if they try to break out any of that, they better be prepared to give me full explanations to why that is the absolute best choice and the only choice that I have, because I'm not for it. To help with contractions, I've elected just let me walk around. I'm going to have that birthing ball. Let me roll around that birthing ball, walk around the hospital room. I do not want to have my water broken, even though I know that there's no pain receptors on the oh Lord, I can't talk today. Amniotic sac. So I shouldn't feel anything, but my viewpoint is, if y'all need to break the water, that means the baby ain't ready to come. So let that baby stay in there until it's time to come out. I also was unaware that nipple stimulation can help with contractions. So, I mean, I may have my husband playing with him a little bit if that's going to help. Because like I said, I'm going to be open to anything to reduce pain during this whole process. If for whatever reason, because I know things don't always go as planned, even though I got this birth plan, if I need a C-section, I have elected for them to put up a sheer curtain so that I can see what's going on. And I also want them to talk through what it is that they're doing, so that, once again, I can experience, instead of just leaning back and all of a sudden they have this baby. I want to be involved in the whole process from start to finish. And it asks, when I first hold my baby, do I want to hold her immediately for skin-to-skin contact, or do I want them to wipe that baby off? Clean that baby, okay? After pushing this baby out, I'm going to be extremely exhausted, unable to go take a shower and clean myself up for hours. So to add her blood and sliminess, oh, we don't need that. It'll take them all of maybe 5 minutes to get her cleaned up. And then we can have all the skin-to-skin contact we can take for the day. Because I don't want no slime on me. I know y'all probably going to be like, girl, you crazy. You're going to want to hold that baby. Y'all don't know me. Wipe that baby off, okay? It also asks, do I want to have my baby vaccinated with the hepatitis B vaccine? Yes, I want my baby to have all their vaccinations, okay? I know it's some people who feel strongly about not getting their kids vaccinated, and that is their prerogative. But I do know that there's a measles outbreak right now, and if them kids would have been vaccinated, this wouldn't be an issue, okay? And I don't want to risk thinking, oh, I'm not going to vaccinate my kid because there's a risk that autism or some other side effect could occur. More likely what's going to occur is my kid going to get measles or something that could have been preventable. So vaccinate my kids with everything, please. And for the umbilical cord and placenta, they asked if I want to donate anything. I plan to donate my baby's cord blood to the Texas Cord Blood Bank. It is totally free. And to any pregnant mamas, I highly recommend that you donate your cord blood. I know that there's banks that you can pay that will store the cord blood for you, but there is a less than 1% chance that someone in your family will need to use that cord blood. There is a 100% chance that there is somebody waiting right now for a bone marrow or stem cell transplant that could use those stem cells. So this is my PSA to do something good. Donate your baby's cord blood. I do not want to take my baby's placenta home. If they want to do some medical research science on it or something, they can have that too. I'm not one of those people that's going to be trying to make a mask out of it, eat it, freeze it, none of that weird stuff. Because that's what it is to me. But hey, if you went to it, you like it, I love it. That's your life. And as far as feeding my baby, I do want to breastfeed. I mean, I got these nice knockers that I've been developing since I've been pregnant. So let's put them to use. And once again, they're free 99. So I have elected that I want to breastfeed immediately. If for whatever reason, maybe there were some complications and I had a C-section and I'm under anesthesia and I can't do it physically right then, try to get me a pump so that y'all can give her a bottle. Or maybe she doesn't know how to latch, whatever. But I only want to give her breast milk. So if they give my baby formula, we fighting. Another thing that I liked about the mybirthplan.com, they have a handy dandy checklist of all the things that I should consider packing in my hospital bag. Since once again I'm a first time mom, there's a lot I don't know. So once that time comes, I'll probably break that out again. And of course, I'll be making a video to share with y'all what's in the hospital bag. Well, that is my birth plan. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you go check out my girl's Brittany Jade's birth plan. And as always, subscribe to this channel if you have not already, okay? Subscribe. Don't forget to drop those recommendations for my labor and delivery playlist below. And I will see you guys next week. I bring new videos every Sunday. I'm out.